G'day guys, welcome to another episode of the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds. Cheers to Sean for getting the gates for me. And you might have noticed the ute's slightly different today. Mine's filthy, so I borrowed Shane's, so cheers Shane. All right, what we got is an industrial project we've been working in Hamilton with collaboration with Calvin Lalich Builders. Those guys, top-notch builders. They've done all the concrete work on the base and the tilt panels we'll get to see on the inside, and we've done the shed structure. They're also doing the internal fit out, so you get to see some of their awesome work as we go through. Now this building behind me, 500 square meters, 14 meters deep, 35 meters long, and then she's 5.4 meters to the low side of the wall, 6 meters at the rear. So it's a massive shed. If you're wondering what these guys do, they actually do all the high-end playgrounds around the North Island. So we're going to come back and see this once it's done. And yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. But follow me in and let's check out this building. Cool, so what we can see here is we've got half the concrete laid on this front apron. And just over here, we've got all the mesh already there, up on chairs, ready for the pour. As you know, it's come up to Christmas, it's super busy in the construction industry at the moment, so everything's getting staged out. So next time, this is all going to be poured concrete slab. So we've got our classic T-rib cladding, looking excellent in the grey. We've got these big 150mm down pipes. If we look up here, there's some excellent detail. Now this shed was built by Paul, Stan and Mark, 3 legends in the shed building game. But what we've actually done is lined all up underneath the eaves up here, and we've put a flashing over our thing. So there's nowhere for the birds to sit and it just looks excellent. You know, you look down the eaves here and I'm impressed. Good work, guys. So Brian Insole, the company owner, designed and worked in with this shed with Riverside Architecture. And so they've specified all of this joinery here, and it's been made by City Glass in Hamilton, and it just looks phenomenal. Everything from the handle, custom digital locks, got the upstairs window, we've got some safety features built into that. Just excellent work from a local Waikato-based manufacturers of joinery, so great to see. Awesome, so we're in the downstairs office part. As we can see, Calvin Lalich's crew's got all the walls lined and it's ready to be plastered and then painted. So yeah, it's great work, and as you can see, awesome what they're going to be creating here on the inside. So nice work to Calvin's team in getting it ready. So coming up the mezzanine, so it's a 2-story office situation in here. And yeah, this is going to be built out, so great space to work in here. Awesome views out over the yards. That joinery I was talking about before looks fantastic. And then in through here, I believe they're going to have a window looking down out into the workshop area as well. So, you know, really cool spot. And just, you know, different way we're using our sheds, but that's it. Could be industrial, could be habitable, lifestyle. We do it all, because why not? We're in the wonderful Waikato. How about we jump on downstairs and have a look in this workshop, eh? Awesome, special guest, Sean Lawson, construction planner. We've got him here. What are we dealing with? What's this structure made out of, Sean?
So we got these big old C-sections here, the big 300 C-sections. Back to back, nice double. It's just more for strength by design. As you can see up the top here as well, we got the knee braces and the apex as well, both doubles, just to keep that extra strength in the building. Obviously connected up to these big tilt panels at the back here.
Yep, bolted in, I see.
So one of the big questions is, why do we actually include tilt panels in this shed?
It is a great question, sure. So we've got these ones in here, fire requirements. This one's actually built right to the boundary line of the neighbours, and so the neighbours don't want this building catching fire and burning theirs, so tilt panels are the best option that we find when we're using it in an industrial site. So yeah, the Calvin Lalich crew are experts in it, so they stood these tilt panels in place, they did the concrete slab, and then we can come and attach the structure. But if you're looking for something hard wearing, you just can't go past the cost-effective option of tilt panels. We can engineer it all. And so Brian engaged Redco Engineering based out of Taonga, and they did all the engineering for this building. So yeah, shout out to Jamie McCready and his team there, doing a great job on the engineering. Awesome. So we've got these amazing roller doors behind us. Young Sean, tell me about them.
As you can see, they've really gone for maximising the opening space in the wall here. Really big doors, 4.7 high by 4 metres wide. Obviously got all the automatic rollers on here, opening rollers on here as well. Great job by Waikato door specialists coming and installing these. Obviously big doors to handle.
Yeah, great local guys, Waikato door specialists, do a lot of work with these guys. They're always looking after us. If anything goes wrong, they're always there to sort it out as well.
Also, we did like to put the clear lights in every single bay. Between the opening of the door and also the clear lights, there's going to be a lot of natural light that's coming in here, opening up the space, including the whirlybirds as well. Yeah,
great ventilation, big industrial ventilators on the top. And we're in here and it's just nice light. There's no artificial light on here, but you've got good clear light in here. So just a great way to have your workshop and storage space. Awesome guys, I think we can have a bit of a nice tour. We'll want to come back here and check it out once it's finished. So keep us in the loop, let us know what's happening. All right guys, cheers for watching. You make sure, like, share, subscribe. Any comments, where did Sean get his wonderful beanie? What's he up to on the weekend? Put it in the comments section down below and we'll be keen to answer. All right.